How are fire extinguishers tested for safety certification? Imagine a fire extinguisher suddenly needed in an emergency. You want to be sure it will work perfectly, right? That's why they go through special tests before they reach your home or business. The testing process makes sure these devices are safe, reliable, and ready to fight fires. First, inspectors do visual checks. They look for any damage, rust, or leaks. They also check that the pressure gauge shows the right level of pressure. If the gauge is in the green zone, it's good to go. They verify the labels and instructions are clear so users know how to operate it properly. Sometimes, they test the nozzle and valve to see if they open and close smoothly. Next, they do operational testing. This means they partially discharge the extinguisher to see if it sprays correctly. Afterward, they recharge it to make sure it can be used again. This step confirms the mechanism works and the extinguishing agent is effective. The most important safety test is hydrostatic testing. This is done every 5 to 12 years, depending on the type of extinguisher. The extinguisher is completely emptied and then filled with water. The cylinder is sealed and placed in a special machine that applies very high pressure, often more than the extinguisher would face during normal use. It's held at this pressure for about 30 seconds. If the cylinder doesn't leak or deform, it passes the test. This proves the cylinder is strong enough to hold the pressurized extinguishing agent safely. After the test, the extinguisher is drained, dried, and inspected for leaks. It is then refilled with the correct extinguishing agent, reassembled, and labeled with the date of the test. This label is a permanent record showing it has been tested and certified. Certification comes from safety organizations like the National Fire Protection Association. When a fire extinguisher passes these tests, it gets a certification mark from a recognized testing laboratory. This mark shows it meets safety standards and will work when needed. These testing procedures are vital for home and property safety. They prevent failures caused by corrosion, pressure loss, or weak cylinders. Regular inspections and hydrostatic tests keep your fire safety equipment ready to perform in an emergency. Keeping detailed records of all inspections and tests helps you stay compliant and prepared.